ReliableOne Resources has chosen Muir Research Labs to build saline reduction units and oil water separation units. Here at MRI, we manufacture all of our control panels in-house. We do buttons and switches for controls. We also do HMI touchscreens.
This is the ReliableOne desalination unit, and the water comes into the tray at the top here. And as the water goes through, a membrane separates out all the chlorides and filters out all the total dissolved solids. As the belt goes around, it comes around here, and an air knife right here blows out all the debris out of the belt, cleaning the belt out for the next round. And this belt goes around continuously, and it's self-cleaning. It removes all the bacteria, viruses, cysts, and parasites, and cleans the water for reuse or recycling. This motor drives the chain around. It's made all out of stainless steel, 316, and it's very durable and will last for many, many, many years. The membrane material for our saline reduction unit has demonstrated such an extremely high degree of efficiency in our lab tests that small graphene-coated membrane we worked with, taken seawater down to potable water at 0.0000903 cents per gallon. That's about 1/9 the energy cost of reverse osmosis and 1/10 the energy cost of double distillation systems. Right now, Reliable is scaling up and working on the deposition of its own graphene coating. It is superconducting and will act as an ECU, belt-sized membrane, so that this unit will be by far the most efficient saline reduction system of any technology today. And this whole unit fits inside of this tub.
All right, we're taking a look at the ReliableOne oil water separator here. And one thing you might notice is this looks very similar to the saline reduction machine. And we did that very much on purpose when we came up with the design for this equipment. One thing we tried to do is make these easily repeatable and repairable. So these share a common housing and a common structural frame. The motor, the drive, even the belt itself are virtually identical. There are a couple different components, but by and large, these are virtually identical machines. And again, the intent of that is to make them cheaper to produce as well as easier to maintain. Instead of having to stock separate parts for separate machines, all we need to do is stock one set of parts for everything. This machine works very similarly to the saline reduction unit in that it has a continuous belt, and it just goes around and around. It picks up contaminants. The contaminants are blown off by the air knife in back of the unit. The primary difference with this one is it works without requiring pressure.
Reliable utilizes a proprietary super oleophobic membrane coating for the oil water separator. This coating rejects the oil and allows water to pass freely through. Reliable utilizes its own sulfuric acid coating and catalyzation process to adhere this coating to the membrane. Utilizing this belt allows us to separate all 5 types of oil from the water, and most importantly, we're able to separate out the emulsified oils, which other systems cannot. This same technology will exist inside of our 30,000 barrel per day fixed oil water separation plants. However, those membranes will be significantly larger, approximately on the order of 8 feet wide by 40 feet long.
The skimmer comes out of the oil fields. It's a very popular item in the oil fields. And what it does is just that, it skims the oil off the top of the water. Skimmer pump runs full time, and it just continually pulls the oil out of the water. Our preliminary data and analysis leads us to believe that this is going to capture in excess of 99% of the oil and hydrocarbons and emulsified oils that come in with a contaminated water stream. So the other piece of equipment we have on the skid here is the blower, and what this does is it forces the air through the air knife. What we did when we designed this equipment was purposely made it as economical as possible to run. So we really only have 3 electric components in each one of these pieces of equipment. We have the drive motor, which is only about a 12 horsepower DC gearbox motor. We also, both of them have blowers, and each one has one form or another of pump. So overall, it's going to be extremely economical to run these. They don't have big energy costs. And I think anybody who is familiar with wastewater, production water, oil field, anything to do with water cleanup knows that it's extremely expensive because most of it relies on really high pressures on very, very large pieces of equipment. So we are anticipating that this is going to cost, on an energy basis, approximately 1/10 of anything else on the market.
Reliable.